was truly one of the greatest TV watching nights I can ever remember, because not only did I get to watch a couple episodes, the new episodes of The Boys, I got to watch the season finale of Shrinking. I also got to watch the new episode of Daredevil. Daredevil Born Again Season 2, Episode 4 dropped last night. I watched it when I got home from the Shrinking event. And listen, I saw the first 3 episodes. And if you guys watch the show, you know, I said, you know, season 2 is elevating itself. Like, I really like season 1, but it wasn't quite on the level of the Netflix stuff. But season 2, I think so far has been on the level of the Netflix Daredevil. But let's see how it goes. Well, episode 4 is the next step. Oh my God. I don't even know where to start. I don't even know where to start with this show. First of all, they released this scene as a promo, so it's not giving anything away. But the whole episode starts with this big bullseye sequence,
and it's Billy Joel.
New York State of Mind. Yeah, he's putting money in the cup of a homeless guy and going in to get breakfast. I'd like a milkshake, please. Blah blah blah. And then he lures the anti-vigilante squad. He lures them to the diner and proceeds in a very bullseye kind of way to kill them all.
By the way, I don't know if she's appeared. There was a black actress who serves him the banana milkshake.
Who was so good. Who was so good.
I loved her, like the most disaffected New York diner. I mean, her face was amazing. Kudos to who got cast that woman. She was great.
I mean, and that's the way they started the episode. It was just, I loved it. And then skipping ahead without going into big spoilers, I might have to do an open spoiler discussion later today. I don't know. But the episode ends with the hardest feeling I ever had of all hell's about to break loose now. Like that's it. Everything changes now. Everything changes.
Dude, the sense of dread that episode left me, because I watch it, like I said, I went in at night, you know, and I usually play these things loud, and I had to turn down the sound.
Yeah, I had to watch it after we got back from Shrinking. So Anne, who has to get up really early in the mornings, she had to go to bed, and I'm like trying to find that magic spot on the volume that's loud enough but not so loud that it might wake her up. So I'm like,
you gotta get headphones.
And then when the gunshots start, quickly turn the volume down a little bit. Anyway, yeah, I should have just busted out the headphones for it. But I just when a television show or a movie can get you that visceral feeling of, oh my God, oh damn. Oh, like there's a tidal wave coming now. Like, you remember that episode in Paradise where the reporter looks out and sees the tsunami coming? That's what I felt like watching the end of Daredevil episode 4. It's like, everybody's fucked.
Right.
Everybody's fucked. You're fucked. I'm fucked. Everybody is totally screwed now. It was just so good. And again, the way they've progressed through the world, continue to flesh it out, how the governor's involved, how public perception's involved of all the events, like all that kind of stuff. We see we knew this was coming, the rising of the new white tiger. All this stuff was just like so good. It was just so good. And then you have this great quick fight between Bullseye and Daredevil. All I say is a CD is like used so great. And I just, oh my God. And even this scene with Matthew Lillard, even then you're like, oh my God. It's like, what? Oh my God, man. I love this show. I love this show so much. Guys, we want to take a second to thank the sponsor of today's video, Mando. Spring is in the air, and I gotta tell you, I am pumped to get back outside and start using the pool more. But let's be honest, warmer weather also means one thing: sweat. That's why I've been using Mando whole body deodorant, and guys, this stuff is amazing. Now look, I've tried a lot of deodorants over the years, but Mando is different because you can literally use it anywhere. I'm talking pits, chest, feet, even those hard to reach areas. And what surprised me the most is how well it actually works. So for me, what I personally love the most, it doesn't just cover up odor, it actually stops it before it starts. Mando was created by a doctor who saw how normal body odor was being misdiagnosed and mistreated, and they built this to actually solve the problem. It's clinically proven to control odor for up to 72 hours, and I can tell you from using it, it delivers. So here's the deal, guys. Don't just mask it. Mando it. Head to shopmando.com and get 20% off with my code CAMPEA. That's code CAMPEA at shopmando.com for 20% off site-wide. Again, go to shopmando.com, use the code CAMPEA, and get 20% off. Support the show and stay fresh out there. Trust me, Mando's got you covered. Without giving too much away, Rob, your impressions of Daredevil episode 4 last night.
You're swinging for the fences, but in terms of teeing up, I mean, not even the fight, it's no, Kingpin is in a fight. That fight was brutal. I mean, this episode was.
By the way, they showcased in all the trailers.
Yeah, they
like
show
Kingpin's doing
you also
a
see
boxing
him,
match.
Yeah,
right?
you also see him
so
training.
the boxing match happens.
Yeah, but
yeah.
my God, the brutality in this episode. Starting from the what Bullseye was doing to the cops, man. I mean, I was like, oh my God. This episode did not pull any punches. It didn't pull any punches visually, ideologically, emotionally. By the end, I was spent. I'm like, I got to go to sleep. I loved it. I mean, it's really interesting to me. I keep thinking about the first time we saw Daredevil on Disney Plus was in She-Hulk. And
that's right. Yeah.
And then I'm a very good lawyer, and Spider-Man No Way Home and all that.
I'm a very good lawyer.
Boy, it's certainly like this is as hard as it gets. This is hard hitting. Like,
and by the way, not to mislead, the thing about Bullseye ambushing the task force and the Kingpin boxing fight and all that. There was visceral action in it. There was great storytelling.
The whole thing. I mean, that's what it's. So this is epic. It feels. I have to say, it feels like I felt when I was reading the original Frank Miller Born Again storyline in the comics, because it got like that visceral. You just shouldn't have signed it. I mean, this is it, man. This feels like reading top tier Daredevil, Frank Miller, Ann Nacinte, Brian Michael Bendis. I mean, it's top tier, dude. This is. It doesn't get any better,
dude. Okay, speaking of the writing, we won't go into the topic, conversation, or context. There's a scene in last night's episode that probably had me more riveted than any other. Vanessa sitting down and just having a conversation with the governor. Simple. Nothing happened. It's just these two women sitting on opposite sides of the desk in two chairs, having a conversation for a bunch of minutes. And I was riveted.
Conversations with that governor, I get so nervous because I'm like, is something bad going to happen to this governor? I get so nervous.
But I mean, it's like they're referencing Greek mythology in their conversation. They're foreshadowing stuff. It was brilliantly written. Like, listen, any 5-year-old can write a script that says, then this guy cuts off that guy's head, then this guy breaks off this guy's leg. Any 5-year-old can write that. But when you can put in great, visceral, impact kind of violence in with high-level story writing and dialogue and narrative, and you put all that together, you get this Daredevil season.
Right.
It's just been fantastic.
It also makes me think, like, this is in my head. Like, I wish that Secret Invasion
don't even get me going.
I know, but that in my head, because I read the script, I thought it was going to be like that.
So did I.
And it's just like, this is what this should be the de rigueur for Marvel shows. And I feel like, I have to say, coming off of Wonder Man, which I also thought the writing was really crisp.
So good.
Really, really good. If this is the direction, and I can honestly say, I can't say how I know this, but I think that Vision Quest is going to surprise people in terms of its writing as much as it's totally has nothing to do with either Wonder Man or Daredevil. But I do think that Marvel has knows this, and they've really stepped up the writing on these shows, because this second season of Born Again has been like, it's HBO worthy.
Now listen, I've gotten a bunch of criticism over the past few years for how much I've crapped on Marvel, but it's been fair. Marvel has absolutely been up and down, up and down. They've been hit and miss, right? And that's true. I mean, that's a fair thing to say. I don't think I've been unfair to Marvel criticizing them for that. They've had some things that have been great. They've had some things that have been very disappointing. But now with this Daredevil, and we said before, I remember we said this a couple of years ago, like once Chapek left and Bob Iger gave Kevin Feige free reign again and gave him back his authority and told them they can cut back how much they're producing, because again, under Chapek, it was produce as much as you can, as fast as you can. We said it's going to be interesting to see what kind of impact we get out of that. And right now, I mean, listen, we got to say something we haven't been able to say in years and years and years. Marvel's on a win streak.
Yeah.
Between Thunderbolts, Fantastic Four, which I thought Thunderbolts was great. I thought Fantastic Four was quite good. I don't think it was the best MCU.
It also has aged well.
Yes. Yeah, it has. So you had Thunderbolts, Fantastic Four, Wonder Man, and now this season of Daredevil. And I got to tell you, for the first time since 2019, we can legitimately say they're on a hot streak. And now, next up, Spider-Man. Let's see what happens.
And, I saw Tom Holland giving an interview, and he was talking about how great John Bernthal is.
Actually, yeah, real quick, not next up. Next up, John Bernthal and the Punisher.
Yeah, but it's kind of being positioned as a bonus episode of Daredevil.
I don't care. It's still content.
I know. I agree. I am looking forward to it.
But I just think it's wild that to have Tom Holland talking about a character that was introduced as a Netflix, as a Netflix character that now becomes a major player in Spider-Man Brand New Day, that Tom Holland is singing his praises, which I love, because this is kind of how I like the universe to gel out, kind of. So then we're getting Spider-Man. People should not, you can get excited. I would tell everybody they should absolutely get excited for Vision Quest, because it's not, I think, what people are going to be expecting. And I think it's going to surprise people in the very best way. And that's sometime in the latter half of the year, Vision Quest. It's pre-Doomsday. And then we're going to get Doomsday.
Yeah.
Which everybody, it's interesting. There's a lot of pre-hate out there for Doomsday.
That's a small, loud minority.
But that's a very small.
I think Doomsday is going to be a delicious experience.
Wait, does Vision? For some reason, I've had it in my head that Vision Quest comes out in 2027, but it comes out this year, 2026.
This year. I don't know. I don't know if it's been announced. I mean, it's September, October, November.
Fall of 26. So
yeah.
Okay, so it is this year. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very excited for that. Anyway, guys, question is for you. Did you have a chance to watch Daredevil Born Again Season 2, Episode 4? I thought it was awesome, man. Actually, I think I'm going to go watch it again. I really do. I think I'm going to go, after this show's done, I'm going to go have my late lunch and sit down and watch that episode again. I'm just, so taken with it. Whatever you guys thought about it, jump down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.